Cancer has affected everyone's life in one way or another. You may have known someone with cancer, or you could have cancer yourselves. Many people do not understand how cancer works or how tumors are formed. According to medical news today, tumors are formed by cells that are kind of like immature and everything, and so they start dividing uncontrollably and starting eating everything around them, and so they start forming lumps of like tissue and masses and stuff. And in the picture, so it shows like normal cells, how they're all kind of like just evened out. There's not like too many in one place, and then the immature cells, which are the cancer cells, are forming tumors and stuff. So inside the body, and so because there are so many, there's over 100 cancers in the world today, and I am going to talk about kind of three different kind of treatments, the most popular treatments that there are in the world, which is chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and surgery. Chemotherapy, according to American Cancer Society, is the use of strong drugs, and how that works is that the drugs, they will kill the cancer cells. They slow the growth of them so they don't like spread out to the rest of the body, and they just kind of like they treat the entire body instead of just like the cancer and everything. And that's part of the reason why like the chemotherapy like causes fatigue and makes everybody kind of tired, which is kind of the reason why when you're doing chemo you're tired, because the chemo drugs are pretty much just like using all the things they can find to help attack this tumor inside your body. The next kind of treatment that I'm going to talk about is radiation therapy. And radiation therapy, it can be used for other kind of things, not just cancer, but it's one of the biggest ways that biggest things that they use. Like these are for cancer, and what radiation does is they just kind of like pinpoint it on top of the tumor, and then they just hit the tumor with high doses of radiation, which just kills the cancer cells, and kind of everything around it kind of just like the normal the cells that haven't been affected by the cancer cells, they kind of just die a little bit, but then they come back again. But the cancer cells, they completely disappear, and that's just a picture of one of the things that they use to like that's how they use the radiation in the person. The last thing I want to talk about is surgery, and according to American Cancer Society, there are over 8 kind of surgeries that you can do for cancer patients, but I'm just going to talk about 3 of them. One of them is called staging surgery, where all they do is just kind of look to see how far the cancer is already spread inside the body and how far it is along. Another surgery that I'm going to talk about is called diagnosis surgery, and what they do is they kind of open you up and just like take out some of the tissue from the tumor and just test it to see it. Like if they don't know what kind of cancer it is, they use the test from the tumor to figure out what kind of cancer it is and how far it is, what stage it's in, and everything. Just kind of like get everything they need to know about it to like figure out what they need to do ahead of that. And then the last kind of surgery I'm going to talk about is debulking. And debulking is kind of special because they don't take out the entire tumor, they only take little parts out of it, because there could be a danger of, if you took out the tumor, you could accidentally hurt some nearby tissue or organs. So they only do that kind of surgery when there's that kind of issue coming around. There are many different types of cancer in the world today, and so they need to make more treatments all the time, and because cancer cells are mutating, they need to make more treatments. So thanks to the technology that they have, they can create more develop the chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and surgery and everything, and make it stronger. And thanks to that we are able to fight cancer and win. Yeah.